I welcome you all for the session on Google Tools. Everybody is using Google since long. Most of people have started using Google since maybe like when they started using internet only, right? So how many of you are aware about Google Tools and Google? So you can see my screen. I have specified few categories like web-based tools, operating system, mobile app standalone tools, desktop tools, communication and publishing tools, development tools, service-based tools, and statistical tools. And most important is security and map tools. So these are the basic categories which we'll be talking about. So let me check how many of you are aware about these tools. How many of you have used any of the tool of Google? Please name it here. I'm waiting for your reply, Victor. Yeah, haven't. Okay, no issues, Kanish. We'll be exploring these tools for. Actually, we have used many tools, but you are writing haven't. It seems very odd. I will be using English. Reason being, few of my students are from the Africa, and they will be preferring English. So if you are not comfortable with English, please bear with me. You can ask your doubts at the end of the session, maybe in Hindi. I hope English is okay to everyone. If yes, please write yes. The language English is okay to everyone, right? My voice is very clear. Yeah. Okay, so let's start. So how many of you have used web-based tools like Google search? As you all know that whenever you want to search anything on Google, you use Google search. So what is the principle of Google search? How Google search works? It basically works on the phenomena by searching a query. When you write a query inside this, most of people actually look for how, what, and why. These are the queries of people on Google. So Google is nothing but it is a best example of data science. So Google is all about giving suggestions, predictions, understanding your requirement, recommendation. So Google is nothing but it is a perfect example of data science. Many of you have always been asked this question that please give me an example of data science in your real life which you used. So you can always tell people that Google search engine is an best example of data science. How many of you are agree with this? If you want me to justify, I can justify. How many of you are okay? Write your views. Only one view I can see. Nobody is saying anything. Justified. Yeah, Glory, it is justified. So let me list out few tools for you, which are basically a web-based tool. The name of the tools which I have mentioned here are Google Search, Google News, Google Shopping, Google Patents. Most important for you guys, those who are into research, you use Google Patents. YouTube, everybody is using YouTube. Google Finance is very interesting. Whenever you use Google Finance, it helps you in doing, let me open Google Finance. It helps you in working on stock data. Let me open a specific stock for you. Let's say I click on stock, and if I open BSE Sensex, if I go down, and I can see the detail of this stock, right? So Google Finance is basically used for the purpose of working on the stock. So whatever data you want to do some statistical analysis using Python or R, you can always take the data from Google Finance. So Google Finance will help you in exporting a data from the history. Okay, so this is very much clear, right? Can I go further on this? Okay, let me close this tab. Then we'll talk about the other tool, that is Google Books. How many of you have used Google Books? It is very important tool whenever you want to explore anything specifically about the ebooks. You use Google Books. Other is Google Scholar, very important, because those who have tried to write any paper using any forum, maybe IEEE or so, you can use Google Scholar. Let me open a Google Scholar for you. Google Scholar is very important tool for the purpose of research. See this Google Scholar, where you can search for the writers. For research paper, you can always look for articles. Let's say elsewhere, science, Willy. Any publication you want to look for, you can always have a look through Google search, Google Scholar, right? Can I go further? If yes, please write yes. One is dataset. Whenever you want to do some research in Python or R, you need a help of dataset. Let's say you want to do something in face recognition. You need Google dataset. So Google dataset is very important tool for the purpose of doing search on big data also. See this. If I write COVID dataset, it will give me COVID dataset. If I write COVID dataset India, see this. It will take me to Kaggle, and I can always have a zip file where I can use it in a Kaggle and I can check the dataset. Don't you think it find very useful? Can I open this dataset for you? Please write yes. See this hospital beds in India CSV. You can see the number of hospitals which are there in India. See this. I open this. It will open me hospitals in the country. Victor, we are looking for India only. You can even search for your country. You can see that in Andaman Nicobar we have this thing, public facilities available, number of beds are available. Those who want to do some research over the number of beds available in occupied bed, anything you want to look for, even ventilators, you can check it from here. Next is Google Alerts. Google Alerts are very important in terms of messages. Maybe you schedule a meeting, you can always have an alert, right? And the most important tool which everybody is interested in, Assistant. It is Google Assistant. How many of you have used Google Assistant? My spelling is, I guess, wrong. Tell me, how many of you have used Assistant, Google Assistant? How many of you know about Google Assistant? So when you write Google Assistant, even you can develop a chatbot using Google Assistant. Chatbot is basically used for the purpose of, yeah, see this, assistant.google.com. You can always download it from here, and if you have the tool available for you to write an application for chatbots, you can use Google Assistant. Okay? Similarly, you have one more tool that is called as Google Custom Search. Very important tool, Google Custom Search. It is helpful for the custom search. Whenever you want to do some custom search, you can always use Google Custom Search. Next is Google Translator. Two guys have used this, right? Let's say somebody from African country want to speak in African as a session, and we want it in Hindi or so. You can always use Google Translator. Similarly, one is Google Groups. How was these web-based tools? I'm done with these tools. Many other tools are still there, like Google Nab Laboratory is there. Advanced tools are like Google Marketing Platform. Many advanced scenarios are there. Okay, so we call it as a advertising tool. So let me first write one more tool is an advertising tool. We call it as advertising tool. Are we enjoying this? Does it add some values? Are you with me? Yeah, yes, it does. Kanishk, thanks for your compliment. What about others? Other 8 people, 7 people sitting in the room. Are you getting what I am teaching? Okay, thank you, Victor. So let me close other tabs and then we'll just move to the other tools, that is ad based tool. We call it as advertisement tools. Like we have Google AdSense. How many of you know Google AdSense? Whenever you do some affiliate marketing on Google, Google help you in earning. So you can use Google AdSense. Let me try to make it like this. Now it is okay. It is visible to everyone, right? Let me add one more. Google AdSense, other is marketing platform, that is digital marketing platform for Google. That is again for the purpose of advertisement. So if you want to build any career in Google, you can always go to these tools and you can make your career. That is Google marketing platform. Similarly, you have Google AdMob. One more tool is there. The name of the tool is AdMob. It is on advertisement on mobile, right? Similarly, you have Google Tag Manager. That is Tag Manager. Let me open these tools for you. Okay, let's say you have a website. You made your website maybe using WordPress or anything. You want to enable Google AdSense on your website. AdSense. Can you see my screen? Let me try to open this Google AdSense for you. See this. This is basically used for earning money. Why? Because you want to enable advertisement on your website and you want to earn money. So you have to first sign up or sign in. Let's say I sign in using my account. Once I sign in or so, I won't be login using my account, right? Let me open how it works. It is better. How it works, it helps you in earning. So whenever you enable Google AdSense account on your website, on the basis of traffic on the website, Google pay you. So means there is one more source through which you can earn through your websites by posting advertisement over a website. Many a times you find an advertisement on Flipkart, right? So how it works? It basically help them to earn. Does it make sense? Is it okay? I hope people are understanding about Google AdSense. Yeah. Can I go ahead? Last time people suggested me to bit slow. So I tried to keep my pace as slow. One more tool is there, which is again a advertisement tool. The name of the tool is Google Ad Grant. Very important tool where you can have some, let's say you want a donation for a certain cause. You can always get the donation for that cause using Google Ad Grants. So Google Ad Grants is for the donation purpose. Let's say you're doing some campaign for poor people or anything, you can always have Google Ad Grants. Let me open this for you. See this, it's a non-profit organization where Google allow you to raise your campaign for the poor people or for education purpose or anything, right? So this is very important tool which can be helpful for you to raise funds, maybe for your startup or any cause. Let's say you want to raise funds for any noble cause in Africa, maybe for your church. Similarly, in India, you can do for floods. That can all be done using Google Ad Grants. Are we getting what we are discussing about? I hope these tools are making some new change in your life, as in you are getting more about these tools. Can we go to other category? So we discussed two categories. One is web-based tool, other is a advertisement category. So can I go ahead with other category? Okay, Victor, thank you. So let me open the other category. The category name is communication, and let me first take it down. Why it is locked? Yeah. Communication publishing tool. On the top of my screen, you can see communication and publication tool. I write first publication tool, very famous tool. Everybody know that tool. That is a Google Calendar. Everybody has used that publishing tool. Why it is used? It is basically used for the purpose of keeping record of your meetings also. You can use Google Calendars there, right? The other tool which is known as newsfeed tool, where you can have news feed burner. It is also a very famous tool. With the help of that, you can get the news of other campaigns, maybe political news, Bollywood news, anything. There's one more publishing tool which is helpful for you students, that is Google Hire. As you are looking for some job, you can use that tool, Google Hire. It helps you in searching for, posting for your jobs. Those who are good into content writing, they can use Google Blogger. Those who are very good in writing books, they can use Google Classroom or Google Books. There are Google Chart is one more option where you can publish your charts. There is a very good 3D warehouse of Google. Let me open this for you. Why I am discussing this tool? Because I want you to, I am not promoting Google here, okay? I want you to explore this 3D warehouse and other tools. Many tools are discontinued by Google, okay? For the warehousing, you can see that Google has come up with a 3D warehouse tool where you can sketch up 3D. Those who are from mechanical, electrical or civil background, maybe electronics people can also do, where you have this sketch for 3D warehouse. See this. Don't you find it interesting? Those who are good into 3D modeling, you can even try your SketchUp here, right? Can I go ahead further? I want interactive session, okay? I want your inputs because I don't want it to be a conference. I am trying my level best to make you aware about these tools which are very untouched. People don't know about these tools. Either people are not using or people just leave it. Let's say Google Docs. How many of you know Google Docs? Can you make a good PPT in Google Docs? I am giving you an assignment to create a PPT in Google Docs. So let me open Google Docs for you. That is Google Docs. right? If I open yourself using Google Docs, you can always manage your document here. So these are publishing tools, right? So let me just increase my speed so that we can cover complete topic in the desired time. Next is Google Drive. Everybody know that. I won't be discussing this. Next is, let me just try to pull it down first so that people can see. Google Drive. Other is Google Keep. Very important tool. We forget many times what is our note. So keep.google.com. Let me open my account. See this. Here how you can note down your tool. Like whatever notes you are taking in my class, you can always take the notes here. Let's say tools for publishing. How was this tool, my friends? How many of you know this tool in past? Because most of the time people are using this sticky notes, right? But this is a tool which always keep your notes on your cloud. So how was that keep.google.com? Don't you find it amazing? If it, yeah, it is. What about Glory? Google Keep. Have you ever used Google Keep in past? It's very good. You can always publish even new note with drawing. If you want something like a drawing, you can always have it as a tool. See this. Even you can select some pen and all, and you can save this thing, right? So it is a very good tool to record something. Next is Google. That was Google Keep. Google Meet we are using. Everybody know that. We won't be talking on this. It is a meeting platform for publishing and communication. Other is Google Play Music, although it is about to discontinue. Maybe in 2021, Google will stop the service because of many competitor there, and Play Music is not used most of the time by the users. So they may be discontinued. Other is SMS channel. Very interesting tool of Google, that is SMS channel. Similarly, they have one more tool, that is speak to tweet. Very important tool. Whenever you want to tweet, you can always speak and tweet. Let me open speak to tweet tool for you. See this. Speak to tweet. It is a Google based tool used by Twitter. Right? How many of you enjoy this session, are enjoying this session specifically on different tools we are discussing on? See this. Speech to text is there. Similarly, you have speak to tweet. Yeah, thank you, Victor. I hope it is adding values in your life and you are enjoying and you are exploring new tools here. I am trying my level best to make you aware about these tools. Reason being, you are into the world of digital technology, but we forget to use these tools. So I'm not promoting Google here, but I know that Google is doing very fantastic job. Google Voice is there. Everybody know this. Similarly, you have Google Fonts, where you can download the fonts for your designs, for your content. There's Google Classroom. And the last is Cloud Search, which is helpful for the publishing and communication. So I hope these publishing tools are very much clear. I can discuss and use these tools in detail because this is a 3 episode class, because we cannot cover all the tools in one go. So I will explain each tools in detail. If somebody recommend me or somebody suggest me that Amit sir, please take these tools in detail, then we'll do the exercise in coming Sunday. Now, can we go to further category? So we discuss about three categories. One is web-based tool, other is advertisement tools. Next was communication and publishing tools. Now we'll be focusing on your thing, that is development tool, because everybody is from development industry. Most of people are programmer here. So can we start development tool? If yes, please say me, bring it on. Amit, write DIO. If you really want to know about development tools, yeah, let me open development tools for you. This is a development tool section. Let me write first tool, that is App Engine. It's a very good development environment of Google. We'll explore these tools, don't worry. Sorry. Other one was App Engine. The next one is Google Developers. How many of you use Google Developers? It is a very good, like, let me open Google Developer for you. Google Developer. See this is Google Developer Console. Right? So you can use Google Developers for your purpose, and it is very good tool for the programmers. Whenever you want to do some API integration, any website development, anything you can do using. Somebody joined. You can use Google Developer. Okay. Can I go ahead? Next is the famous programming language nowadays, Dart. It is a structure-based programming language. People use it for programming. That is Google Dart. So Dart. See this Dart programming language. I can help you in learning this. Don't worry. It is Google-based programming language to design UIs. It is a document like this. You can always explore the examples, libraries, and tutorials from here. Right? So you can always go to cheat sheets and understand the behavior of Google Dart. If you want, I can cover in my next session. Next is, after Google Dart, how many of you heard Flutter? About Flutter? Let me check if you know about Flutter. What is Flutter? F-L-U. Yeah, Harshita, thank you. It is very famous nowadays for the mobile application development. Although it is recently been launched by Google for the native applications, but it is not having good documentation yet. If you want to do more on this, you have to rely on the forums, because you will get less material on Google. How many of you know Go? One more development tool of Google is Go. Go programming. Go programming language. See this. This is one more environment introduced by Google, right? So you can always work on Go programming. You have many tutorials available for Go, right? Can I go further? It is basically used for API purpose. Many of you have asked me in the past that can we use Google tools for social websites development like Facebook, Twitter, so any social platform. So there is one platform, OpenSocial of Google. OpenSocial is very famous. It is useful for the purpose of social websites. Open Social in Google. We will have OpenSocial platform of Google. Okay, this is their OpenSocial. Now coming to next. Next is very famous. Many people have used it. The name of the tool is Web Toolkit. How many of you use Web Toolkit in past? Yes, tell me. If not, we'll explain more on this. Yeah, thank you, Harshita. No, Harshita is not used. Web Toolkit is basically used for the purpose of APIs and any web UI development. It is Java based. Other tool, if I can recall, for testing platform, for testing your codes, Google Test. It is a testing framework. Whenever you make any application, you want to test application, let's say of C++, you can use Google Test. The famous one which everybody has used in past is Google Collab. I hope all the all the Malwa Institute people know this because I taught them Google Collab. Yeah, you don't know Google Collab, Harshita? You must know. What about others? Google Collab? You don't know Google Colab? Let me open this for you. It's very good platform for Python people because you want to write. Let me take people in. This is a Colab platform where you can always write Python code. Let's say if I go on file, click on new notebook, and if I write, this is a platform where you can use your Jupyter notebooks. Those who know Python, they know it, right? Let's say I write pip pip is for Python index packaging, pip install pandas. This will execute my command over Google Colab. What is the use of this, my friends? Because Google offer you a very good space, good memory. See this, the disk is, the RAM is, my RAM is 12.72 GB. Disk is 30 GB. So those who are facing issue that you cannot run a Python program on your computer, it is always recommended to use Collab, where you can run your command very fast. Don't you find it interesting? Don't you find it's amazing? It's very different, my friends. Google Colab is very good. Okay, now can I go to further? Yeah, it's useful for low hardware, right? Can I go to further tools? Yeah, let me explore other category. The category is map because it is very famous and people use it. Security and map. So let me first move it like here. The tool name is Google Maps. Everybody know this. Let's say many of you want to explore Mars. Like Sushant Singh Rajput was more into this type of thing. So he used to check with stars. So you can use Google Maps and Google Mars and Google Moon. So let me open Google Mars for you. See this Google Mars. Tell me now how it is, my friends. I am expecting an aha moment because it is something which is really fascinating and interesting for everyone. How is Google Mars? Let me take you to the moon. Shall I open that tool for you so that you can see this moon thing? So let me open Google Moon for you. Similarly, you have moon. See this. This is moon. You can explore this And even for any project or anything image processing, you can always use Google Moon. Can I take you to the sky? Can I take you to the sky? Google Sky. It is Google Sky. It's very good. Even you can see Google Sky. Many of you have not used these tools, right? As you are on Google, but you don't know that these are powerful tools available in Google for exploring maps, many things. How it is, my friends? Tell me. Yeah, Google Earth is there, right? You know Google Earth. Very good, Harshita. If I want to find out the public transport, is any tool available for the public transport thing? Public transit? The name of the tool is Google Transit. So let me open Google Transit for you. It will give you the transit behavior. Let's say I want location from, let's say, Palasia in Indore. There's a in Indore. I like, right? India Indore. Indore to, let's say I write Ujjain, and I click on get directions. This is a Google Map Transit. Everybody know this, right? Where you will get the traffic information, and every day we use this. Yeah. So I hope people know this about this tool. Many of you have already been interested in finding the 3D anatomy of any specific area or any product or any hardware. Then you can use Zygote tool. So how was these tools, my friends? Can I go further? If you are feeling that we are getting bored, I will skip other tools because I have many tools in my bucket. But if you're not enjoying, we'll stop here. If you want me to bring more these tools in front of you, then I will explore more on operating systems, desktop applications, mobile applications, services of Google, and the Google tools which are being discontinued. I think people get bored, so let's wrap up here because I'm not getting any response from anybody. So shall I stop here? I have not mentioned anything Victor in the flowchart because what I'm doing, I'm writing everything on the real time. Communication tool we talked about, web-based tool we discussed, advertisement tool we discussed, map-based tool we discussed, security tool we left. How many of you know CAPTCHA? CAPTCHA is security tool, right? ReCAPTCHA and Google Safe Browsing. So let me write one more tools for you. The tool name is, I was not mentioning here, so ReCAPTCHA tool. Similarly, you have Google Safe Browsing. I hope you understand all the 5 categories which we discussed on. The first category was, let me revise. First category was web-based tool, where we talked about the search engines, YouTube, Google Finance, Google Books, Google Scholar, Alerts, Assistant, Google Custom Search, and Google Group. Other was publishing tools. We talked about Cloud Search, Google Voice, Speak to Tweet, SMS channel, Public Music, Play Music, Google Meet. Keep is very important. Google Docs, Charts, 3D warehouses. Then we talked about development tools. They're also very important. That is Collab, Flutter, Dart, and other is advertisement tool where we talked about Google AdSense, marketing platforms, and security map tool where we talked about Google Mars, Google Moon. I hope this is all for today because I have more tools in my bucket, but I think people are getting, yeah. So let's stop here and we'll take some questions from everyone. for next 5 minutes. Then we'll close this meeting. I hope my session was okay and people really enjoyed. I know you know about these Google thing, but many a times we forget to use these tools. So I'll try to make you more aware about this tool. So please tell me which tool you liked most. First is web-based category. Other is your advertisement category, communication publishing tool, and the last one is your development tools and map tools. So over to everyone. So please unmute yourself and give your feedback and ask the questions. Over to you guys. I'm done. Understand, I am not expecting anything from you, not a fees. I'm giving everything as a free of charge. So I want you to either follow me on my accounts. So on Instagram, you can follow me. So let me expect how many of you all follow me on Instagram. So write down the Instagram ID. This is my Instagram ID. I have one more Instagram ID, which is non-technical. But for technical stuff, I'm using that IOTA myth. You can tweet me on the same @IOTA on air. On Facebook, I am on IOTA on air only. So please follow my page. So if you have any question, you can come up. Otherwise, we'll close this meeting. So I'm waiting for next, sir, how we can use these tools to in our application, right? Athar, let's say you want to do anything for, let's say you want to make a chatbot. Okay, you can use Google Assistant. So in chatbot, you have Dialog Flow. So let me open Dialog Flow for you. Dialog Flow. Dialog Flow for Google Assistant. No need to program. It is a functional based tool. See this. You can have this environment Google Assistant Dialog Flow documentation. So if you guys want to understand and you want to use this tool in detail, I can come with a course, because what I am giving you here is a free sessions, right? And if you want me to explore more on this, we can have a class, regular class of 2 hours daily. Certainly will charge for it, right? I hope I have given you answer, Athar. Any other tools like maps, anything can be integrated and I can explore more on that. Okay, any other question? Victor, Glory, Harshita? Otherwise, we'll close the session here only.